everybody. My name is Juja Kinch, and I am the teacher of the wonderful grade 3A for this year. As a team, the grade 3s have come up with a mission statement for this year, and it is to connect student learning to the real world around them, to support students at their level, and to provide opportunities for our students to express themselves and be invested in their own learning. Thanks for listening. Bye for now.
Hi everyone, my name is Monica Mignoni and I am the teacher in 3B. Today I'm going to quickly run you through just a few housekeeping things to keep in mind for this year. So the first thing is at 8:50 in the morning, some music will go, and that is to signal to students that they can enter their classrooms. So between 8:50 and 9 o'clock, we have music playing, and we really are encouraging students to enter their classroom in a mindful way and do something as part of mindfulness time. So this varies between classrooms, but generally it is something like some mindful colouring, perhaps some quiet reading or drawing or quiet games with their friends, but we do try and encourage students to enter the classroom and start the day in a really mindful and calm way. During that mindfulness time, if you need to speak to your child's classroom teacher, that's a really great time to do it. If it's just a really quick chat, great time to pop your head in, say good day, and have that quick discussion. If you feel like you need to speak about something at length and it might take a little longer than that time, we would encourage you to still pop in and let the teacher know that you want to have a chat at a later date, and your classroom teacher can organise a time to meet with you, or given what's happening at the moment and COVID restricting you able to come in as often as you might like, you could also use your classroom teacher's email address and get in touch with them that way. We're really trying to develop some independence in the grade 3s, given that we have Naplan and camp and a lot of bigger things happening this year. So we really do encourage you to let your child take responsibility for their belongings, take responsibility for things like their reader and their diary and their spelling books, and making sure that they take ownership in making sure that they're coming to and from school each day. So please do encourage them to do that as well. And the last thing is that in your child's classroom, there'll be a big communication board. They're in all the grade 3 classrooms, and they have all sorts of information that might be really helpful for you to know. Things like what we're learning about at school, important events that are coming up, timetables, weekly timetables, all sorts of things. So if you want to stay up to date with that, make sure you pop your head in and you'll be able to see your communication board in your child's classroom.
Hi everyone, my name is Jessie Morgan and I'm the teacher of 3C, and I'm here to talk to you about spelling today. So our take-home spelling words will be sent home weekly and usually be filled out on a Monday. Students will write in their 10 spelling words, and then they'll need to count the sounds of each word and then count the syllables. We've gone through this as a class, but there's also an example page in the spelling books that might help if you refer to that if you get a little bit stuck or the kids get a little bit stuck. The word lists are based on student needs in the grade 3 curriculum, and each week we'll be focusing on a particular sound. Students are asked to complete the spelling sheet within the week and hand back to their teacher on the following Monday. They will have time to complete the sheet during the spelling session and then during unfinished work time.
Hi everyone, my name's Ashley Occhietti and I'm the teacher in 3D this year. I'll be talking to you today about reading. Your child should be coming home with their school diary and with their reader. It's an expectation that students are reading for a minimum of 4 times a week at home, and we are aiming for them to read at least for 20 minutes at a time. These diaries will need to be signed by you or by another adult in your house, just so we can keep a record of what they're reading and how often they're reading. Classroom teachers will check these weekly, and every classroom teacher will have their own day allocated. Readers will generally come home and be a level lower than what your child is actually reading. This is so that the books aren't too tricky and they'll be able to read them independently without struggling too much. The children learn so many strategies in the classroom to help them with their comprehension. So reading daily at school and reading at home will give them a chance to reinforce these strategies. The other reasons to keep in mind why we really push for extra reading at home is because the more they read, the more vocabulary they will learn and pick up. It will improve their fluency and their stamina, so you might notice that they read a lot smoother. They'll also be able to read for longer amounts of time. We also are hoping that it will increase their responsibility because they will be responsible to change their reader and to make sure that they're bringing their reader and their diary to be swapped over. It will also just teach them about expectations and making sure that they meet them. Reading will always edge into other areas of the curriculum. The more they read, the more confident they are. So this will help them with their maths and their writing. They'll be able to read questions and be able to bring in new vocabulary that they've learned.
Hi parents of grade 3, I'm Mrs. Squires from 3E. If everything goes to plan, our excursions this year will be swimming and camp. Our swimming program normally takes place in term 3. When dates, times and costs are confirmed, the school will send you an email with more information. Our swimming program takes place at the Swim Factory, which is just a short bus ride away. Swimming is a part of the Victorian curriculum, so we would love to see as many students as possible attend. We understand that children may swim outside of school. However, the Swim Factory runs an intensive program with highly recommended swim teachers, and it is also a great opportunity for children to learn how to swim in a different environment and with their peers. If you hold a healthcare card, then you may be eligible for the Camp Sport Excursion funding. Please see our friendly staff at reception for more information. Parent helpers are always welcome. You will need a Working with Children's check. You can apply for a free volunteer Working with Children's check online.
Hi everyone, me again. This slide is just to talk to you about home learning for the just in case. We just wanted to give you a bit of a heads up of what home learning might look like in grade 3. But grade 3 teachers, and I'm sure all of you at home have your fingers and toes crossed that there is no more interruptions to the students' year. But for the just in case, we will use Seesaw as a means of assigning and marking work. Grade 3 teachers will use Zoom to meet with their classes, and you'll be able to contact teachers via email, which is listed on the next slide or the last slide for you to jot down if you have any questions or queries, concerns, if you just need someone to chat to over that time. It's preferable that we stay on site, but we did do it last year and it was hard, but we did it. So we're prepared for if we go into home learning again and into lockdown again, that we're prepared. But as I said, fingers and toes crossed.
Hi everyone, my name is Carol Santander and I'm teaching 3F this year. I'm just going to take you through Naplan, which is a test our grade 3 students will be doing in term 2 this year. The dates for Naplan are Tuesday the 11th of May to Thursday the 13th of May. There are 4 tests within these days. Language conventions and writing will be on the Tuesday, followed by reading on the Wednesday and finishing up with numeracy on Thursday. As a team, we are working really hard with our students to get them Naplan ready within our lessons. If you have any questions, please contact us at our emails or come and see us at school and we'll be able to help you further.
That brings us to the end of our presentation. Thank you so much for listening and hearing what we had to share with you. We really hope that was informative and that you got some insightful information on the year ahead for your child. If you have any questions that were not answered, we really encourage you to email your child's teacher directly, and what we will be doing is putting together a list of questions that have been asked and addressing them in the Zoom meeting that we're having with our class and with all the parents on Tuesday. So if there's anything that you feel wasn't answered, that you need clarified, or that you just want a little bit more information on, please do send your child's teacher an email. On this slide here are all of the email addresses that you'll need. So we hope that you enjoyed the presentation and we look forward to seeing you again and answering all of your questions on Tuesday.